Hello guys, what's up? I'll go by the name is Cool Springs, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, today I'm reacting to Bucky Raw, the Liberian rapper, very good rapper as it is. One of in fact I think is the only rapper from Liberia that I know. So I'm reacting to Bucky Raw today, and Bucky Raw has a video that he dropped I think about a week ago. I think this one is on Bucky Raw Chronicles. That's like a series. So this one is titled "Story of Bucky Raw." Apparently, it's an 11 minute track, basically an 11 minute track. So I'm gonna react to this, but I won't really break it down. I'll just listen, then give commentary at some point. But I'm not gonna break anything down because I think it's very self-explanatory. The rap in itself is less self-explanatory. So I'm assuming that Story of Bakura will be more about his history and just for us to know more about Bakura. So I think this one should be on an emotional angle. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's check out this one, Story of Bakura, guys. Let's go.
The best of the best, East Coast Prince. I know it's better than the rest. East Coast Prince, the rapper no one contest. East Coast Prince.
Story of Bucky Raw.
Walk with me. Let me talk to you for a minute. I want to take you into my life of traumatized childhood. A story of Sage Jr. Painful past, perfect present. A story of Alvin Cole, a kid from a battleground home.
Beats is hard.
On his own in this cold world. A story of many third world country kids that God gave me the gift to express their feelings through this audio documentary. Africa's largest diamond. A diamond that can shine light on that little girl that's being taken advantage of because of her living conditions. A diamond that they keep in the dirt because of the truth behind his upbringing. That's why I smile when I see people like Alvin Kamara, Tama Ali, NDO Champ, Quiddy Pay, that boy Gusto. And not to forget the iron ladies that's giving birth to these great leaders. Stand up, mama gave birth in Liberia, one side of Africa. Left me with my aunt for opportunities in America. Late 80s Civil War, we tried to escape the massacre from senseless violence, which urged me to not be silent whenever displaying my talent on my childhood challenges. Seeking refuge, lows on our heads, was trying to balance it. Me and my little sister Alvin, Patricia, some family members almost getting slaughtered, going to Lutheran church for family dinners. I still remember flip-flop shorts, no shirt, my auntie taking the top off a dead body just to make it work. You hear the numb up in my verse when I'm giving you perks of drastic measures. Wheelbarrow became stretches. I was young, didn't know better. I was sprung off of war pleasure. Happy my auntie gave birth, named my daughter Beretta. Oh, we backpedaled, slept where the night settled. During the time, white blood vessels quenching thirst up on the rebels. We was mouth to mouth with dirty waters and rusty kettles. We was waiting for opportunities from America to resettle. September 9th, 1991, life begun, ready to meet my mom and dad so we can all live as one. Our plane landed, we looking confused and stranded, 50 below weather and short sleeve, how can we manage? And then I heard my name, Kyle though, that's mama ain't it? I start to panic, almost vomit my plane sandwich. She left me when I was 4, now I'm 7, understand it. I'm feeling lost and eager on having the chance to meet her. Years we live apart, I couldn't recognize her features, mama. Is it really you? I used to think America's heaven. Is it really true? With a kiss upon my cheek, she shook her head and laughed. Father stood in no emotions. Typical African dad. Hit the turnpike, stop to the rest stop. Chicken and gas. We sat in the back eating while my mom crying and wheezing. I guess the thoughts of us being dead was playing on her conscience, giving her flashbacks and images. Liberian nonsense. Fast forward, we in Philly, Woodland Avenue.
Okay, wait. Before it seems so much about his history that I'm just overwhelmed. Like his childhood, he talked about the war in Liberia. His mom actually went to America before the war happened. Eventually, he joined in 1991 when he came to America to see his mom. When she left 3 years back. He was just 4 years old, and now he's 7 years. And he saw his mom, and he was shocked. His dad, a typical African dad, doesn't show emotions, hard guy. So but the part of this that really got me was when he talked about the Civil War. You can remember his auntie taking the clothes off a dead body just to put it on him. Remember when he was shirtless and was just on flip-flops. Like That history is just horrific. It's horrific. I wasn't born at that time. At the 80s, I wasn't born. So it's crazy, man. But Kiro is just saying his story, and this is really like a very deep, very hard and terrible childhood that someone had to go through. But eventually, he went abroad. He went to America and met his mama there. So I assume that was where life became better. So his family actually now relocated to Philly, and that's where we stopped. Let's continue.
We made a left on 58th for Thomas Avenue. My first encounter will wind up with red and blue caps. Open the passenger door on the floor. Mama, what's that? Damn. My first encounter with crack.
Okay, wait. Taking it back a little bit.
Encounter will wind up with red and blue caps. Open the passenger door on the floor. Mama, what's that? Damn. My first encounter with crack. Damn,
His mom is a drug addict.
This is crazy, because, I never thought my life would be like that, or my life would have this type of story in it, but to be continued.
Wait, to be continued, and it continues. Let's go.
I remember living with my mom and dad. My brother, my sister, we was living like a big family. You know what I'm saying? I got enrolled into school and whatever.
So apparently this is his therapy sessions, the Bucky Raw Chronicles. I think from the description it said it's a 4-in-1 therapy session. So he was telling the therapist his background, basically his life history, and she's just taking everything in so that she could help him come out from his mental struggles. Let's go.
I ain't really had no friends. I was like an outsider, very shy in elementary school. I got picked on a lot because of my accent, so sometimes when people speak, I ain't even speak back. You know what I mean? I was used to war, so everything was like just new to me at the time when from the slums to the ghetto we settled. No other option while mama was working nursing assistant. Daddy was slouching, which led us to live on Yoakum Street between two public housing, which led me to be exposed to the drug dealers and killing. Whoever thought that my father would leave us, forget his children like. Why would you break the bond on this thing that we building? Big brother became a villain, sister just graduated, and me infatuated by car, clothes, and bitches. I'm lost. My mama working hard with no days off. I'm cooking crack now. I'm skipping school. I'm smoking weed now. I'm telling lies right after lies. My mama can't believe now. In the process, I met with Gifted, and she got my seed now. I'm grown, declining calls. My sister calling my phone. She like, coward up, so I calling you. You not want answer, but let me tell you, sir, you're on my diagnosed with cancer. Damn, my mama diagnosed with stomach cancer. It got.
Okay, apparently I think I got it wrong when he said that his mom opened the passenger seat and he saw crack. I actually assumed that his mom was using the crack, but apparently his mom wasn't the one on the crack. He just encountered crack, and now he's talking about how his dad left them, and his mom had to be the one providing for the family. And eventually, as he grew up, he got more into drugs, into women, and just living that fast life. And eventually, his sister called him and disclosed the news to him that his mom had stomach cancer. And this is it. He was just still a young boy. And it's just crazy, man. Let's go.
Out of eating through some tubes and shitting in some Pampers. What made it worse, she at the last stage of it. We living life, she at the last days of it. My brother tight, he doing time, so they revoking his wishes. And shackles from hands to feet for a visit. My mama died through the pain, some things is harder again. I turned to perks and codeine, falling asleep behind the steering. That the light got me framed, in possession with the intent for distributing cocaine. Damn.
So I think he got into drugs because he couldn't help it about his mama's death. His mom was at the last stage of cancer when he actually discovered her. She was really at a very detrimental state. And my guy now is so deep into drugs, and I think he just got arrested because of the codeine he had been using and distributing drugs, man. So it's just crazy. His life was just crazy. Man, let's go.
License and registration, sir? Officer, I don't have my license on.
Oh, okay. Do you have any guns or illegal substance on you?
Nah, officer, I don't.
You don't mind stepping out the car for a minute?
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna go put you back in my cop car and then go search your car.
Alright, cool.
Okay?
Cool. Damn,
Okay, hands behind your back,
damn,
sir.
he found this shit. Yeah, so You know, when I got locked up and whatever for the possession with intent to deliver. You know what I'm saying?
We're in the third part of it. I think we're moving fast. Let's go.
I got my bail paid and everything and whatever, but you know, immigration also dropped a detainer on me and whatever. So, you know, I was in George W. Hill and whatever, just going through it, you know what I mean, stressing. And also too, I sat in jail eating honey buns with stomach runs. Guilty post my bail, but immigration dropped a detainer. In the morning they came and got me out the county, transport me down to Filbert like a nigga had a bounty. What's up? Said I'm convicted and I overstayed my student visa. And from the looks of my record, I ain't a student either. I took a breather, nodded, knowing my documents invalid, remaining in ICE custody. Only thing y'all they can do about it, maximum custody. I'm in Pike County facility with Haitian, Jamaicans, Mexicans, depression, and around the time when Ellen Johnson was my current president, she refused to take felons and deportees, so they set me free under terms and conditions. I gotta change the way I'm living, but still on county probation from a prior drug conviction. I turned back to my first love, which was music, and around the time me and my son mother had confusions. And
wow, so he was having issues with his stepmom. He actually got into a correctional facility. His student visa had expired. They checked his background record. He wasn't even a student. So, but they actually pardoned him, took him back, then released him from jail and told him, okay, just try to be yourself. His documents were really messed up. He had messed up documents. Anyway, let's go. Overview story of Bucky Raw. Let's go.
we decided to call it quits from all the accusations. Now I'm at my sister's house on the couch without an occupation. Until we drop the LEA cipher, I'm hyped up. Me and D-Boy and M. Dot. Yeah, now turn my mic up, cuz those are times I met a Gotham, my daughter mom. When Chair Liberty called me, talks about me getting signed. I'm taking trips to New York, downtown Manhattan. Knowing life gon' change from rapping, and I'm down for this shit. I swear I wish y'all was around for that shit. Meetings after meetings. Then my daughter mom flipped on me this one particular weekend. I was in the shower, ready for my trip again. She bust straight through the door screaming, popping off her shit again, accusing me of cheating, attacking me while she's after me. I kept my cool, cause I wasn't trying to lose it on her. Protecting myself from her attacks, got scratches and some bruises on her. The cops came, she looking red in the face. She writing statements like she's punching the face. Damn, yeah, I mean she light skinned. Of course she gon' turn red. Of course they gon' believe her statement and everything that she said. I got charged with domestic, now she wanted corrective. She never showed up to court cool, so my lawyer finessed it. But on the other hand, immigration had other plans. They got my travel documents for the motherland. I'm thinking, damn, they took me down to York, flew me down Louisiana. I know.
Okay, apparently his girlfriend was white, and of course she tried to assault him. They had an issue, which landed him again to court. Apparently, because of how she was white and he is black, of course they believed that story. And he said he was just trying to defend himself, protecting himself, but she didn't show up to court to defend the case. So that's how he got freed from that case. But apparently, immigration problems were still on. They put him in prison, basically. They put him in prison. But let's go.
It was serious now, and this the end of me. I'm getting embarrassed on social media from all my enemies. I left my daughter 6 months old. How she gonna remember me? I'm on the phone with Gifty while she crying out the sympathy. I'm realizing American life just was a myth for me. I call my daughter mom. I'm breaking down the news to her, telling me she's sorry and how the whole thing confused to her.
Okay, I don't think his girlfriend is white. I think his girlfriend, she's black American, but she's light skinned. And so, of course, she's all red when she said her story. Of course, anytime a man and a woman having issues, people tend to believe the lady because of the emotions attached to women, and they less believe the guy. So that was something I've noticed, and it's just something that it is what it is, man. And anyway, they just continue. So he had to leave. They had to take him out. I think they deported him back. So he had to. The last time he saw his daughter was when she was 6 months old. I don't know if they deported him or he's still talking about him being in jail and he didn't see his family. But let's see.
Gifty, why she crying out the sympathy? I'm realizing American life just was a myth for me. I call my daughter mom. I'm breaking down the news to her, telling me she's sorry and how the whole thing confused to her. I hung the phone up. I start to throw up. I'm in my cell crying, tears from a grown up.
Okay, he's still in jail. It wasn't. He has not been deported yet, or I don't think he was ever deported. He was just in America, but he was in jail, so he couldn't see his children. And his girlfriend actually called to apologize, but the deed has been done, and dude's life has been ruined. Let's go.
Then in the morning I woke up to shock and a disbelief. They handcuffed about 100 of us, shackles on our feet. In orderly fashion, we proceeded out the prison door. I'm feeling sour, I see the steps to the plane with ICE officers that's unified in militant green. They escort me up the steps to my destiny of what's left of me. Yeah, handcuffed and shackled up. I got up on the plane, whatever. They sat me down and, got us real comfortable, telling us they gonna feed us as soon as the plane take off within 15 minutes. You know what I mean? On my way to Liberia.
I thought as much. I predicted that he was going to be deported, even though I said it too early. But my guy got deported. Immigration, man, and he was having a lot of prison issues, a lot of document issues, a lot of charges, all those things that will make them want to take him out back to Liberia. And this time around, he was already an adult. Someone that came there as a kid was already an adult. It's crazy. Let's go.
Yeah, so I'm on the plane took off, and all I can feel is all pain in me because it's like I left my mother grave in America. I left my mother buried in America. I left my kids in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going back to a country I haven't been since I was 7 years old. I don't know nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's running through my mind is just messed up at this.
Like, the therapist's expression is my expression right now. Like, dude, this is a very sad and challenging story, man. Let's go.
Moment to the point, I wanted the plane to crash. Song to my poverty, nightmares became reality. Ashamed, I cried privately, but my mind is all anxiety. From post-war depression syndrome entirely. A diary from a true son of the soil Africa that's biologically. Before my will decide to fall, I'm giving the entire me. I let it go within my flow, cause I ain't holding grudges. See, this is free promotion for me, I'm sharing my business public. They took me back to my country, where hard times disgust me. From the mothers that's selling gum to pay the kids' tuition, and the fathers that's forced to live in unstable conditions. I feel they pain, cause I'm witnessing the trauma. My life's been off for months, I'm still fighting for transformers. I'm waking up in sweat bother, looking out for armed robbers. A few houses down, a girl molested by a stepfather.
It's amazing how he's telling the story and he had to drop a punchline there. His life has been off for months, but he's still fighting for transformers. Transformers basically are what powers light, and if light comes, of course, when the light comes on, life will come on. But also fighting for transformers, fighting for things that will transform his life to be better. That's like a punchline in a story. That was deep, man. Let's go.
My life's been off for months, I'm still fighting for transformers. I'm waking up in sweat bother, looking out for armed robbers. A few houses down, a girl molested by a stepfather. Water on and off, it's hard to take a bath or proper shower. And just to think I was in the States taking life for granted, where opportunity lies for you to feed your family. But now I'm damaged, and I'm looking on my past life, regretting on the times my mama told me, get your act right. See, I'm enduring pain, struggling this shit insane. No water in the pipes, we washing dishes with buckets of rain. That's why I entertain, wrap myself about this hell. A lot of people want me fail, a lot of people rooting for me. Living life without necessities, that shit confusing to me. But God willing, I make it out from well waters that break me out. Witchcrafts with poison stout, newborns with eczema scout, newborns with eczema scout. I'm still that little kid that think America's heaven. Wow, so hope, just help me out. My apologies to everyone that's in my family for my deportation, because I know you guys was very ashamed because it's a failure. That's not how you come back to your country. But God willing, I'll make it out.
It's a crazy story, man. I don't know if he has access to America now. Concerning the history there, it's going to be very hard for him to get there. But his family is there. I just hope they can come and see him in Liberia or any other country that he could go to. It's just crazy, man. When someone gets deported, it's just hard for someone to get back. Man, Bucky Raw story is crazy. It's really crazy, man. It's really crazy. And I don't really blame him, man. The hardship coming from war, going to a country, family instability, dad not there, like his brother in jail, mom's death, everything that he went through, man. It's just challenging and crazy. Yep, man. This is like a history of Bucky Raw, man. If you see Bucky Raw, respect him. This is really deep for me. This is really very deep. I'm really touched by this. And man, this was a very strong one. But anyway, if you're watching this reaction, this is my channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't. Don't forget to leave a suggestion if you want me to react to any song. I'll go by the name is Coach Prince, and I'll see you in my next music video reaction. And with that being said, my people, peace.